you've been used to work in the field, all part of this scheme. Caught up in the way we've been, wherever you've been, to toil and work in the field, all part of this scheme. Caught up in where we've been. Now listen, I can tell you, from the outside, this demon is real, yeah, he's real. So I know who else use you to work in the field. Okay, I'm going to wing it. This is Angel Message 5. It's about the 25th of September 2012. Everything is starting to really heat up on the world stage. And a lot of people think that all that's happening is just absolutely crazy and insane, but it's not. It's exactly in alignment with what the Father Creator is governed by universal law is allowing to unfold. And we are all playing parts in the end of days circumstances that allows demonic infiltration on all levels. You see it everywhere. Then you should know that demonic soul essences take the form of different reptilian configurations, including the higher order reptilian humanoids, the Anunnaki reptilian predatory race. And they are all allowed to use the garden for their time during the age of Pisces to serve their needs. They are part of creation, and they serve the Father Creator's negative needs. So what's happening right now is I've got I'm acting as intermediary conduit, and I've got different angels feeding me perspective that I'm going to be putting in this video. Jesus, Michael, Uriel, Gabriel, and Hermes both are the primary ones. Anyway, I'm just kind of allowing them to feed me information that I'm relating to you. Anyway, everything is in perfect order. Jesus told in the book of Revelation, it's in the book of Daniel, Babylon is fallen. It is purposefully fallen. It is the end of the era of Anunnaki rule over the garden, and their system, Babylon the Great, that we are all, playing parts within. It's the everything's based on falsities. It all serves to allow the Anunnaki dragon harvest reap at the end of the era, and that's what we're in right now. So they are allowed to govern earthly affairs, and they create this seductive system based on false money that, the true essence of the purpose of it is they're using the human race as a mining and collection slave race to mine and collect and store precious metals that they then bring forces together to use nuclear weapons that irradiates those precious metals that they then can use to maintain their semi-hyperdimensional state, and also for other purposes. But that's not all of their harvest reap. Their harvest reap also allows them to
use humans who are trapped in their Babylonian finance centers, the big cities, and they also use, Jesus has said, and this is in the books by Hermes and Jesus on the website, but it basically allows the Anunnaki to use their Babylonian seductive system to pull people into these finance centers, and then they bring everything to a state of war on all levels that has other purposes that serve their needs. And then they are allowed 5 months of harvest reap in those environments, and that's why Jesus is saying, get out of Babylon, get out of Babylon the Great. You can't fight it. If you fight it, you'll get sucked right back into it, and then you will allow yourself potentially to be harvested by the Anunnaki, who will use all kinds of seductive mechanisms to keep you in these centers, and that way they have the potential of using you and collecting you for their harvest reap. This really will happen. So, anyway, oh man. So anyway, the prophecy is true. It says Babylon shall fall. It is falling now, and it is going to create such havoc that people will, and dependency, that people will automatically want to stay where they can get shelter and warmth and food and water. But I'll tell you what, it's a seduction, it's a trap. And Michael has a song about it. So, yeah, we are at that point now where you'll see everything come into alignment with ancient prophecy and current affairs. Where as Nemesis comes into the star system, and the effect is a massive interaction between the two suns, and it will reach a point just like the Avebury crop circle shows. When the Earth goes into alignment with the galactic center, here comes Nemesis, and all of a sudden it's like this spark that happens, that when those two suns get close enough together, ignites a spark that causes the massive irradiation of the sun, and the other sun too, Nemesis. But the Avebury crop circle is showing that. It's showing a flash at that point. When Nemesis comes in close enough, there's a flash point. Now, I saw this in a vision several years ago, but I didn't know what it meant until now. They're showing that when Nemesis comes in, I saw in the vision, I was in the city. It was one of those totally clear visions. I was in a city and high rises, and all of a sudden this flash happens and everybody looks up, and I thought, oh, well, that's a nuclear explosion. That's not what that is. It's what Avebury crop circle is showing. There is a flash, an ultraviolet light flash, like a bulb going off, like when you turn on the light switch, it's the positive and negative, connecting that causes the light bulb to go on. That's what's happening. And that flash will turn everybody's Kundalini on, illumination system. At that point, everybody is going to see what their role is and what's really going on, and will be able to see the demons that have been hiding in the shadows, and then will have the opportunity to make their own choice of which side they're going to serve. But the main thing is that you know now that you are, those who are supposed to make it through this will be guided into areas away from all of this. There's going to be, there already is massive contamination everywhere. All of this serves the dark side, the demonic and Anunnaki harvest needs. So the contamination on all levels, radiation, EMF, contamination, chemtrails, viruses being spread, everything is all in perfect order to basically clear the stage of all of those portrayals who serve the dark side. And that's what I'm here to help do, is to guide you away from that, because the seductions are so intense. Now there are ways to protect yourself from all this contamination, and I think in the next angel message, is that right? Yeah. We'll cover some of the ways to help protect yourself from the contamination on all levels that's going on, because what has happened is that back in the 1700s, the Anunnaki from the shadows led their counterparts on Earth to infiltrate the positive illumination sects who were connecting with the angels and to give guidance. At that point, they used the same secrets that I'm using now to connect with them. They used the same secrets to connect with the dark side so that they could be led by the dark side, the Anunnaki. All of it serves a purpose, but now we are at a point where the positive side needs to become illuminated to see what's happening now. Oh my gosh. Hi, honey. Come here. Come here. I want you to meet everybody. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. This is my Millie. I said a prayer wanting a companion, and I was directed to some new pups in another state. And when I got her, well, before I even got her, I woke up one morning, well, when I was waking up, and I was told what to name her. And they said to name her Millie. Anyway, I come to realize that Millie is short for Millicent, and one of the meanings of Millicent is aid to the priest, and boy do I need it. So here we are, and stay tuned for more input from the angels, because time is crucial now.
Whoever you've been used to work in the field, or part of his scheme, caught up in the way we've been, wherever you've been, to toil and work in the field, or part of his scheme, caught up in where we've been. Now the slaves of Anu, you have been the bad dream of a demon, but it will heal when we awake to what we've been put through. Now it's time to say no more.